Hello, and welcome to the world of One Stoplight Town. My name is Gene Connor, and I've had the privilege and good fortune to work with the students of ACT in creating this very unique performance experience. Before we talk about the show, there are quite a few people who need to be thanked, without whom this could not have happened. It's said that it takes a village to raise a child, but I would present to you that it takes a small town to tell a story like this in the way that it needs to be told or filmed. Our story could not have been told without two very important sets of people, those in our technical department and those in our AV department. So when I approached Maria Chambers and Patrick Gessner last September about converting this unused space into a possible performance venue, they didn't flinch. They rolled up their sleeves, dug right in, and helped us convert this unused space into a viable performance venue to tell the story that you're going to see tonight. It is our hope that beginning with this production, we have created a space that will open up so many performance possibilities. And then Craig Moores and Mike Carolyn worked so diligently with the students of the stage design and construction classes to create the set that you see here before you. They took on the unique challenges that this space created, and they created a world in which our story could be told. And I'd like to thank the cast, crew, and their families. You've worked so hard over the last 2 weeks, and you've made it so that we can tell this story. It is your belief in this story that has made it all possible, and we can't thank you enough. One Stoplight Town is a story about change. It begins on the day that our star here is installed on the corner of Main and 3rd. And through the eyes of its inhabitants, we can see that change is not necessarily a bad thing, but is sometimes something that we need to reach out and embrace. And with so much change swirling in the world outside of us, it's good to know that together we can adapt and overcome this. In the movie Starman, the title character says he's learned to drive by observing. Red light, stop. Green light, go. Yellow light, go very fast. But maybe Trish, in her small town wisdom, has had it all right along when she says, yellow, slow down, take it all in. So tonight, we invite you to unplug the outside world, slow down, and join us as we take in the world of One Stoplight Town.
Yellow, red, green, slow down, stop, go. Looks like everything works up here.
Great.
Don't tell me you're so upset that the town council approved of putting up this stoplight.
Stupid town council.
Are you on the town council, Barb?
Yeah? So what? I got outvoted.
What do you have against this stoplight? It's just here to make sure that everyone stays safe at the busiest intersection in our town.
Since when was the corner of Main and 3rd considered busy?
Ever since they opened up the interstate a few miles north, we've had a lot more traffic come through town.
That's just it. They drive right through our town. They don't come into my store and buy groceries. They don't grab a burger at Polly's Diner. So why are we bothering to put up a stoplight? They're not going to stop. Just let it pass us by.
Like time is passing us by. What is that supposed to mean? Maybe the stoplight's a good thing. Maybe it means the sleepy old town is finally moving up in the world.
You know, Trish, I never figured you for one of those big city types.
Neither did I.
Thought you were one of us.
Who's us?
You know, one of us. The us that's lived here for generations, running the shops and restaurants. The us that sit outside on hot days drinking icy glasses of lemonade, playing endless games of checkers with our neighbors. The us that knows the name of every kid in town and isn't afraid to call them out when they're being too rowdy. The us that thinks things in this town are perfect the way they are and doesn't see why things have to change.
Oh, Barb, I am one of that us. But I also happen to like this new stoplight.
I don't see what's so great about it.
The light turns yellow when we need to slow down and check out our surroundings. It turns red when we know things aren't right and we need to take a few moments and stop. And when that light turns green, we know all is well. And we're free to move on, to head off in a new direction, to whatever life has in store for us. I don't know about you, but sometimes I need a little reminder to slow down, stop, and take in all the great things that life has to offer in this town. But also, that there's a great big world out there, and it's all right to go explore it.
I don't need to go explore, and everything I need is right here.
That's great, Barb.
You know, people are gonna hate that stoplight. They'll want to take him down.
Only time will tell, Barb. Speaking of time, I better be on my way. Polly's oven is on the fritz, and she'll have my head if I don't get over there and fix it before the breakfast rush.
The whole town will have your head if they don't get their breakfast.
Ain't that the truth? See you later, Bob.
See you, sir. Stupid stoplight. Didn't like that, huh? Take that! I didn't mean it, I swear!
What are you talking to there, Barb?
You are talking to that stoplight, are you, Barb?
Did you guys see that? It's flashing red at me because I kicked it.
Looks fine to me.
Looks fine to me too.
It was flashing red at me just a minute ago, I swear.
Sure thing, Barb.
Whatever you say, Barb.
Stupid stoplight.
You saw it flashing at her too, right, Melvin?
Sure did, Claire. Sure did.
That was a good one, Chuck. Bet he never saw that coming. No way. You better hope Mr. Schmidt doesn't find out. What about you, Bill? You and Lucy look pretty cozy. Well, does she know that? You know me. The ladies at Central High love them some Jim. Yep, even her. She might have played it cool at the dance, but you guys know Sally's desperately in love with me.
Is that so?
Sally, didn't see there.
I gathered that.
How long you been standing there?
Long enough.
Guys, I'll talk to you later, okay? Hey, Sally, wait a minute, won't ya?
I mean, how can I resist? After all, I'm madly in love with you. Isn't that right, Jim Matthews?
I was just joking around with the guys, Sally. You know how it is.
No, I don't. But I'd love to know more. Enlighten me.
Well, you see,
That's what I thought.
won't you at least let me apologize?
It's not necessary.
Yes, it is. I don't want you to think that's the kind of guy I am.
You don't want to know what kind of guy I think you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're the kind of guy who makes jokes about the bows I wear in my hair.
Are you serious right now?
You're the kind of guy who calls me a brainiac when I raise my hand to answer a question in class.
That happened one time. Or maybe two. Or maybe more than two.
You're the kind of guy who teases me because my dioramas are too good.
Did you really have to make a working oil rig complete with realistic pumps and moving trucks?
I can't help it if I'm detail-oriented.
Detailed obsessed is more like it. Why couldn't you just make a baking soda volcano like the rest of us?
Hey, if you're content with a measly A-, who am I to stop you? So, if you wanted to know what kind of guy I think you are, now you know.
Yeah, well, you aren't exactly green bean queen material yourself.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're the kind of girl who laughs at me for spilling milk on myself at lunch.
You've always been a messy eater.
You're the kind of girl who makes jokes when my science experiment exploded in my face.
That's right! You were missing an eyebrow for the entire third quarter.
You're the kind of girl who makes fun of a guy for not getting the lead in the school play.
It wasn't that you didn't get the lead. It's the part that you did get.
I wasn't feeling well on the day of auditions.
Sure.
I had a cold. I couldn't stop coughing and blowing my nose.
So you said.
That's the only reason the director didn't give me any lines.
You were a gate.
I'll have you know, the gate was a pivotal role in our production of Our Town.
Pivotal is right.
That happened one time.
It was last year.
Yeah, well, you've been picking on me ever since freshman year.
So what? We already established you pick on me too.
Sure I did, back in 2nd grade. You're the one that's holding a grudge and still picking on me.
How dare you?
We were children. I teased you when we were 8.
You act like a child now.
You just can't help yourself, can you? Here we are, all these years later, standing under the stoplight, and you're still calling me names.
You started it.
I really liked your bows, you know.
Yeah, well, I think it's kind of cute that you're a messy eater.
And I also really like how smart you are.
I kind of liked the way you looked. If only one eyebrow. It made you look a little mysterious.
And I also really liked your diorama of the oil rig. I had hoped you'd ask me to come over after school so I could get a closer look at it.
I thought you made a wonderful date.
Can we call it truce then?
How do we do that?
How about a dance?
So, does this mean we can't tease each other anymore?
I didn't say that.
Good. Because seriously, Jim, you're a terrible dancer. Do you have 2 left feet or something?
Oh, really? And I suppose a brainiac like you could show me a thing or two about dancing?
You know it, unless you're trying to break every one of my toes. I think you and I are going to need to get together a few times a week for some dance lessons.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're desperately in love with me.
Of course you do.
I love the thrill of race day. Hot metal, the smell of burning rubber.
Someone in my hair.
This one's mine. I can feel it. So, what are the terms?
We start over here, race around the stoplight, and finish over there. The first to finish wins.
The first to swerve is chicken. Bah, 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 bah. You look silly, you know. Yeah? Well, your friend looks like a chicken. Bah! Stop it!
Are you guys sure this is a good idea?
I think it's a great idea. The best.
Well, this could be dangerous, you know.
Danger doesn't scare me.
Danger is my middle name.
Your middle name's Winston.
Shut up.
But we're in the middle of the street. There could be cars driving by.
Then they'll just have to get out of our way. Yeah, we were here first.
They'll never be able to catch us anyway. We're way too fast.
I'm faster than you.
No, I'm faster than you.
We'll see about that. What are you racing for?
Pinks.
Pinks?
Pink slips.
The winner gets ownership of the loser's wheels. Like for keeps?
Yep, we keep.
Ooh, harsh terms.
You're not going to back out, are you?
I'm not backing out for nothing.
Good, because I've been wanting some new wheels.
Then you better ask Santa. 'Cause you ain't getting mine.
I hope you're ready, because you're about to eat my dust.
You'll be counting on my dust for days. Save it for the next, guys.
What's going on over here?
Nothing for you to worry about, Trish.
Looks like you kids are having a disagreement.
We ain't kids, Trish. And we ain't having a disagreement.
We're about to drag race.
Is that so?
Fastest one around the stoplight and back wins.
What are you racing for?
Pink slips.
I see.
You don't approve?
I didn't say that.
Oh, they wouldn't listen to you anyway, Trish. I tried talking them out of it, but they weren't having it.
Are the vehicles road ready?
Just gave mine a tune-up yesterday.
And mine's brand new. Just saved up enough to get her last week.
All right. You scouted the course?
It's just a mystery, Trish. We know this roll like back of our hands.
Very well. Now I guess you're ready to race.
Any other last-minute words of wisdom, Trish?
Only this. When racing around the circle of life, make sure not only seek the rewards that can be found in taking a risk, but also the rewards that can be found in taking your time.
What does that even mean?
Beats me.
I don't think just trying to say? Well, that makes one of us.
Enough of just time wagging. I came here to race.
Let's get on with this. I'm ready.
I was born ready.
We're agreed on the terms.
It's a deal.
The deal has been struck. To your vehicles. I don't think you want to stick around to watch this one, Chris. It could get ugly.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Start your engines! Whenever you're ready. I'm just waiting until the light turns green. I'm so nervous. Only 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off.
Look at them go! Yeah, but my guy's pulling ahead. Wait, why is our guy slowing down? Who's the chicken now? Bop! Wait, I think she sees something in the road. Watch out when we hit them! That didn't sound good. You didn't win, so you know. You didn't finish. That's alright. We can always have a rematch.
Oh, are you really going to race again after what just happened?
I said we could have a rematch. I didn't say when. And besides, I learned today that there are rewards to be found in taking my time.
Quiet day today, Melvin?
Got that right, Claire. Not the usual hustle and bustle on Main Street.
I heard church bells ringing a little while ago.
Oh, must have been that Matthew's wedding.
Matthew's wedding?
You know, Jim and Sally. 2 kids. Started dating a few years back in high school.
Oh, right. That wedding was today?
Whole town was invited.
I didn't get an invitation in the mail.
That's because it was Evite.
What's an Evite?
You know, an electronic invitation from your email.
My email invited me to the Matthews wedding.
No. Jim and Sally sent the invitation through email.
Now, why would they go and do a thing like that? I don't check my email. I don't even know if I have email. Do you have email, Melvin?
Of course I do, Claire. Everyone has email.
Oh. All right, here it comes.
Hey there, guys. We didn't see you at the wedding.
Our invitations must have gotten lost in the mail.
But we emailed the invitations.
Exactly.
When we get back from our honeymoon, we'll show you the pictures.
See you next week.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
If they listen to you, that'll be one boring honeymoon.
What are you talking about? I'm romantic.
With who?
I have lots of lady friends.
Is that so?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna need some proof.
I'll get you proof.
Hey there, Casey.
Hi, Claire.
You gonna cross that street anytime soon, Casey?
I'm thinking about it.
What's the holdup?
I'm just waiting for the right time.
When is the right time?
When I'm ready.
Hi, Casey.
Hi, Trish.
Where are you headed?
I went to go to the drugstore. I heard the artist got some new lemon candies and stuff that are really good.
You heard that right. Those lemon candies are delicious.
I think she got them all the way from England. They're called sherbet lemons.
I thought sherbet was type of ice cream.
Not in England, I guess.
Did you know that in England they call a car's trunk a boot?
Huh, that's funny.
And they call baby's pacifier a dummy.
Really? I would have thought they called it a Melvin.
Hey!
It's safe to cross now, Casey. Are you coming?
Not yet.
But there's nothing to be afraid of, Casey. There aren't even any cars coming.
There's never any cars coming. I don't even know why we got that silly stoplight in the first place.
I'm not afraid.
Then what are you waiting for?
My moment.
Okay. That makes sense.
It does?
Yes, it does. Sooner or later, Casey's moment will arrive, and when it does, she'll cross the street. We don't always know where our moment will arrive, but when it does, we just have to be ready.
I think I'll try again tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Sounds like a plan.
That's my cue to go. See you later, fellas.
Later, Trish.
So, getting back to those lady friends of yours, Melvin,
What about him?
when am I going to see that proof?
I'll email you.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go.
What do we want?
We want our stoplight.
When do we want
We
it?
want it now. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go.
What do we want?
We want our stoplight.
When do we want it?
We want it now.
What exactly are they protesting today?
We're protesting against the stoplight coming down.
But it's not coming down. The stoplight's right there.
Not if Barb has her way.
What do you mean?
Haven't you heard? She's running for head councilwoman. She's campaigning on the promise to take that stoplight down.
Again? She's been trying to get that light taken down for years with no success.
That's right. But we won't let that happen, will we? What do we want?
We want our stoplight.
When do we want it?
We want it now.
Said you could congregate outside my store like this?
You're right to be here, Barb.
This street belongs to us all, just like this town. And this stoplight.
You and your stoplight can get out of here as far as I'm concerned.
We're not going anywhere.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, Barb the grocer's got to go.
If the stoplight has to go, this darn stoplight's caused nothing but trouble since the day it was installed. How do you figure that, Barb?
Yeah, Barb, what's the stoplight ever done to you?
Out to get me, I tell you.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
It is. Whenever I try to cross the street, it turns red.
That's just that timing.
Fine. But what about the time stay on yellow for 20 whole minutes at the exact moment a bunch of loud, gas-guzzling motorcycles came through town? The parade of bikers was endless, and they're all going about 5 miles per hour, waiting for the light to turn red. I was fanning exhaust out of my store for hours. I told you there was a short circuit in the light. I fixed it as soon as I heard about it. Fair enough. But what about last week when I was making that delivery to Polly's Diner? Oh, right. I forgot about that. I had a cart full of produce for Polly. Every time it took a step to cross the street, the light would turn from green to yellow to red to green again. There I was, running back and forth from the street to the curb like a deranged squirrel, my produce flying off the cart and in every direction.
Alright, that one's just hilarious.
I looked like a darn fool.
You said it, not me.
It's out to get me, I tell you.
No, guys, I don't think we need to protest anymore.
Aww. Do you believe me? You're on my side on this?
Not in the least.
I don't understand.
I'm just not worried about that stoplight coming down anymore because there's no way you're going to win that election.
How do you figure that?
Half the town saw you in the street last week trying to make that delivery to Polly's. This town wants a head councilman with a clear sense of direction, not some, what was it again? What was it? Right! Deranged squirrel who can't figure out if she's coming or going. Good luck, Barb.
Officer? Maybe you better find another issue to run the election than that stoplight.
This is my platform.
No, Barb, it's actually your soapbox.
You're gonna tell me I'm standing on a soapbox just because I'm passionate about getting rid of this darn stoplight?
No, I'm saying you're standing on a soapbox because you're standing on a soapbox. Looks like Mountain Air Fresh.
Fine, I'll come down off this soapbox, but I'm not changing my platform.
That's your right, Barb.
I'm gonna keep campaigning to get rid of this stoplight.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
And when I get elected head councilwoman, that stoplight is coming down.
Only time will tell. Speaking of time, I better be on my way. Claire got a new computer and needs my help setting up her email. I guess Melva convinced her when she opens up her spam folder. Processed meats will explode out of her monitor.
Claire's got a new computer. She'll keep you busy with that one for sure.
Ain't that the truth? See you later, Bob.
See you, Trish. Stupid stoplight.
Not again. that bus gonna get here? Come on, hurry up already. Oh. Hey, miss, did you just get off the 7:30 bus from out of town?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't.
But you have a suitcase.
So I do.
So that must mean you came from out of town.
I did. I took a taxi.
Oh, right. Well, I can't afford a taxi, so guess I'll just have to wait for the bus.
I'm sure the bus will be here any minute.
Shows how much you know. The bus rarely comes through here. Once every couple of days. Our town's too small to be considered on the normal bus route.
But you have a stoplight.
Yeah, a broken stoplight. It's stuck on red.
Still, if you have a stoplight, that must mean you get a decent amount of traffic from the interstate.
Yeah, you're definitely not from around here.
Actually, I am.
That's not true. If you were from here, I know you. This town is so small, everyone knows everyone.
It's been a while since I've been home.
So you left? You actually got out of this place?
I did.
Tell me how you did it.
One day I just packed a bag and left. Simple as that.
And you never looked back?
Not at first. I loved living in the city. Working all day, coming home to my very own apartment at night, trying new foods, seeing new movies, meeting new people.
That sounds amazing. No one here has ever even heard of culture. Right now, the cinema is playing a double feature of Groundhog Day and What About Bob?
Oh, great flicks. Bill Murray is the best.
Gross out humor and slapstick comedy. I mean, whatever happened to the classics like Breakfast at Tiffany's or Mean Girls?
Mean Girls, a classic.
You know what I mean.
You're right. There is definitely a lot of culture in the city. But there's also a lot of noise and dirt and loneliness.
How can that be possible? There are way more people in the city than here.
True, but in the city everyone's always coming or going. You could walk the streets all day and not run into a single person you know. No one takes a moment to slow down or even stand still. I guess that's why I came back here. Maybe I just need to stand still for a little while.
But I don't want to stand still. Not here, anyway. I mean, no matter where I look, everything is the same. The shops, that stoplight, the people.
The people? I always thought one of the best things about living in a small town was how nice everyone was.
Yes, everybody is nice, all the time. Too nice if you ask me.
Is there such a thing as too nice?
Yes. You know, sometimes I feel like everyone in this town, except for me, are aliens disguised as human beings. Sure, they look like us, talk like us, even move like us. But deep down inside their human skin lurk aliens waiting to take over the world.
Like, like the body snatchers.
The what?
The body snatchers? You know, from the old black and white sci-fi movie.
Wow, you are old. Black and white movies.
Here I thought you were so cultured. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is about a town overrun by aliens, known as pod people, who would use their pods to change their forms from alien to human. They would use their new human forms to assimilate into everyday life, unnoticed, looking exactly like everyone else.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel sometimes. Like, everyone's a pod person, and I'm the only one who can see them for who they truly are. Like, that girl was definitely a pod person.
I remember feeling the same way as you do about this town.
So you get it. You understand why I have to leave.
The thing about pod people is, they are devoid of human emotion, such as love. It's the one thing they couldn't replicate. And if I remember correctly, the people of this town have plenty of love to spare.
You know, you're starting to sound just like a pod person. Maybe you're one of them. Come back to town to assimilate to everyday life.
Maybe I am.
Okay, well, if this town were overrun with aliens, at least it'd be something new. No matter where I look, everything is the same. I mean, there's Barb's grocery store where she sells the same boring chicken and potatoes. Is it a requirement that everything she sells is an ingredient for a casserole? I mean, what about some ethnic foods from foreign lands, some exotic produce? Look, I'd even take some medium spicy salsa for a change.
Whoa, slow down there, stranger. Let's not get too wild.
Or the pharmacy, where the most exciting thing to happen was a few years
started stocking those lemon candies from England.
Well, you didn't say you wanted foods from foreign lands.
Or the cinema, who refuses to play a movie from this century.
You got me there. Bill Murray is great, but there are some great flicks out there not starring his comedic talents that you guys are missing out on.
And there's Polly's restaurant.
No, I have to stop you right there. Polly's is just fine the way it is.
How would you know? You haven't been there in years.
Polly's is an institution. The burgers, the french fries, the chocolate malt. I've been dreaming of those malts for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, those malts are pretty good.
And there's something nice about knowing exactly which store is always going to have your favorite lemon candies in stock.
I guess. She always makes sure there's plenty stocked since she knows the count's crazy about them.
And sometimes boring ingredients like potatoes and chicken might just be the thing that leads to inspiration. Some of the best dishes I've ever had in the city were made with chicken and potatoes.
I mean, I have looked up some new recipes online. I guess I could try those out.
And if you haven't seen Groundhog Day, well, I just don't know if there's anything more I can say to you.
Okay, I'll go see Groundhog Day.
And what about Bob?
Whoa, one step at a time.
So you're staying then?
I just don't know.
I bet there are a lot of people who would miss you if you left.
Pod people.
Maybe. Maybe not. All I'm saying is there are reasons to stay and there are reasons not to. Life is not as simple as that stoplight. You want a light telling you when to stop and when to go.
I don't have that now. If I let this stupid stoplight decide, I'll be stuck here forever.
All we can do is think about what our reasons are and make sure we're making our decisions for the right ones. Look, I know it seems like there is so much life out there that you want to live in. You can still do that. But is it worth giving up what you have? Right here? Right now? That's the decision you have to make. Kinda late for a stroll, isn't it?
Tell me about it. But it's the only thing that'll soothe her. My wife is getting a little sleep while I take the baby for a walk around town. She finally fell asleep a few streets back.
You look exhausted.
I'm so tired I barely even know my own name. I think it's Jim.
Nice to meet you, Jim. You do know that you've stopped walking, though, right?
I'm afraid if I stop moving the carriage, then the baby's going to wake up.
Well, you have to stop moving sometime.
That remains to be seen. Is this light ever going to turn green?
I think it's broken. It's been red all night.
Doesn't matter. We had this stupid stoplight put in a couple years ago, but we still don't have much traffic going through town. Guess some things never change.
I guess not.
Have a good night.
You too. So, what did you decide?
I think I'm gonna stay for now.
What changed your mind?
Well, if I am gonna leave, I want it to be because I have something I'm running toward, not something I'm running away from.
I wish someone had given me that advice before I left town.
Do you think you would have stayed?
Who knows? I guess the important thing is, I'm here now. Right now, in this moment, this is where I want to be.
Well, I better get home before Mom and Dad start to worry. Good luck assimilating with the pod people.
You too. Good evening. Oh, hey there. Light's broken. It's stuck on red.
I see that. I shall have it fixed in no time.
Oh, good. Take care.
Hey! Do I know you? You look familiar.
I get that all the time. I guess that's what happens when you come from a small town.
Maybe so.
Well, good luck with the light. Sorry that you have to be up working so late.
That's all right. It's a beautiful night. The kind of night that makes you want to slow down a little. Take everything in. Know what I mean?
Yep. I think I do. Good night.
Good night. I think that should just about do it. Now to see if it turns red or if we're stopped on it forever. Yellow. Slow down. Take everything in. Don't mind if I do. Looks like we got ourselves a green light. Time to start the day. Good morning, Claire. Melvin.
Morning, Trish.
You two are up early.
It annoys Barb when we sit outside her shop all day.
So naturally, we take into getting here the moment she opens.
You two are terrible.
So what are you doing here on this fine morning?
Barb needs some work done. Her produce sprays aren't working properly. All they do is drip.
Barb's a drip.
Is that what you two do all day? Just sit out here and combat everyone in town?
Basically.
Carry on then.
Oh, do us a favor, would you, Trish? When you're fixing the produce sprayers, if the opportunity presents itself, give Barb a little surprise shower of her own, courtesy of her good friends, Claire and Melvin.
I'll see what I can do.
You know Trish would never do a thing like that, right?
I know, but a gal can dream, can't she?
Where is everybody?
I'm right here.
I mean everybody else.
What am I, chopped liver?
I mean the rest of the parade. The crowds, the families, the marching band. They all should have been here by now.
Wait a minute. Are you the Green Bean Queen?
At your service.
So you're here for the annual Main Street Harvest Festival parade then?
I am indeed. I was told to meet right here under this stoplight.
Yeah, that's next week.
No, it's not.
Claire's right. It's on the 19th.
But today's the 19th.
Afraid not.
You've got to be kidding me! I've gotten all dressed up for nothing.
Afraid so.
Well, this is just great.
So, where are we supposed to line up?
If you're here for the parade, then you're out of luck.
Parade's next week.
But you're here.
Yes, well, someone is going to pay for this. I am the Green Bean Queen, after all. I will not be humiliated like this.
Then don't be.
Of course I'm humiliated. And you should be too. I mean, here we are. Me in this stupid crown and you in that ghetto.
I'm the drum major.
That means nothing to me.
You know, the drum major?
Still nothing.
How about this?
Okay. I mean, I guess you're in the band, but you don't have an instrument.
Well, I don't need one.
Well, if you're the drum major, shouldn't you have drums or something?
Nope, I'm the big cheese. The head honcho, the grand poobah. I'm in charge of the entire band.
Okay.
I guess you could say I'm like the king of the band, you know? Kinda like how you're the queen of... green beans.
I'm not the queen of green beans.
And what are you queen of?
Come on, everyone knows about the Green Bean Queen.
Oh, sorry, I've been busy at band practice.
I'm the queen of the entire Harvest Festival.
Ooh, I get it.
You do? Because I never understood why we needed a queen for our Harvest Festival.
Oh, well, if she's the queen of the entire Harvest Festival, then she must have harvested the most green beans.
I didn't harvest any green beans. Yuck.
Do you know what that dirt would do to my nails?
Then what did you do to become the Green Bean Queen?
I won a contest.
What kind of contest?
The usual. Formal wear, talent, question and answer.
So, what do you get to do as the Green Bean Queen?
I get to ride on the float in the Harvest Festival Day Parade.
And then what?
What do you mean?
What do you do after the parade? I mean, I assume your reign as Green Bean Queen extends until next year's Harvest Festival.
That's right.
So what will you do with your newly won title once the parade's over?
I don't know. None of the other queens before me really did anything after the parade was over.
You could be the first one that does.
Okay, but what would I do?
Well, I'd like to believe that when you're given a leadership role, you use it to do a little good in the world.
Okay, well what are you doing now that you're in charge of the band?
Well, as a member of the marching band, I've seen the kids lining the parade route, enjoying the music, and wishing that they had an instrument of their own. So now, I'm working on a community project that brings together kids with members of the band to learn how to play an instrument of their choice.
Wait, that's a really great idea.
Well, it's really easy to help others when you share something you're passionate about. Do you have anything that you would like to do?
I like to read.
What kind of books do you like?
Oh, all kinds. Mysteries, science fiction, historical drama, romance.
Me too.
What a good romance story, eh, Claire?
I'm in love with love, Melvin. What can I say? My eyes are getting bad and I don't get to read much anymore. Do you think maybe you can come and read to me sometime?
I'd love to.
I know a bunch of senior citizens who'd love a young person to read to them.
Hey, wait, I bet I can get some of the other girls from the contest to help. Together we could make sure every senior citizen has someone to read to them.
That's a great idea.
Well, hey, looks like the Green Bean Queen knows what she's gonna do after the parade's over.
The parade. I completely forgot about it. Oh well, I guess I can get dressed up again next weekend. No big deal.
Sounds like you're not feeling embarrassed anymore about showing up on the wrong day.
Why should I be embarrassed? I mean, I'm the Green Bean Queen after all. And that title might mean something more than just wearing a crown and riding on a float.
And harvesting green beans.
It never had anything to do with harvesting green beans.
I knew that.
If you're not busy, do you want to help me get started on my senior reading initiative?
I mean, sure, just lead the way.
Aren't you the drum major? Shouldn't you be the one leading the way?
Let's go!
So, what kind of romance novels do you like, Claire?
That one was pretty good.
Those two aren't in love.
Not yet, anyway.
This is a whole new side I've never seen of you, Claire. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I'm like an onion, Melvin. Peel back my layers and you'll find surprises hidden underneath.
Don't ever ask me to peel you again, Claire. Get those produce sprayers fixed, Trish?
Sure did.
And did you find a way to give Barb a little surprise shower?
Now, Claire, would I ever do something like that to poor old Barb?
I had to ask.
Can't you two find somewhere else to sit and bother everyone?
Oh, Barb, don't be such a wet blanket. Same time tomorrow, Claire?
Same place, Melvin.
Dinner was good.
Yeah, Polly knows how to make a good burger.
Sorry if it wasn't a fancy meal for date night, Sally.
That's okay. I didn't want to leave the kids for too long anyway.
Figured.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, you did. Is there anything else you want to add?
This feels like a trap.
Why would I be setting a trap for you, Jim, and your wife?
Exactly.
This is about the thing from the other night, isn't it?
The thing?
You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't remember.
Yep, definitely a trap.
I guess we're doing this then.
I guess so.
You know I didn't want that thing in our house.
I don't see what the big deal is.
Huh! Of course not.
What's that supposed to mean?
You don't see anything that is right under your nose.
Oh, really? And how do you figure that?
I figure that every time I trip over your shoes that you didn't see laying on the floor of our bedroom.
You've got to be kidding me.
Facts are facts.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't even be talking about the thing if you weren't such a control freak.
I can't believe you just said that!
I only meant that you like things a certain way,
Is that so?
and that usually your way is the good way.
Usually.
It's just that sometimes maybe you could be a little more flexible when it comes to the thing.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Okay, Sally, don't you think you're overreacting or not?
You know I love your mother, right?
No good can come from a conversation that starts like that. Maybe we should just go home and forget about the whole thing.
No, we need to make a decision about the thing once and for all.
Very well.
I love your mother, but that thing is ugly. Like, really ugly. Horrifying is more like it. The face looks like a demented orangutan, and the body, if you can even call it that, looks like Big Bird and SpongeBob had a baby. But the worst part has to be the wings.
Are you sure that those are wings?
What else could they be?
Good point.
We can't keep it, Jim.
But she designed it herself.
Doesn't mean we can't get rid of it. And I've been meaning to talk to you about getting someone to talk to her about her demons or whatever.
And she made it with her own 2 hands.
This doesn't mean we can get rid of it. Trash day is tomorrow. Or we could bury it very, very deep in hallowed ground.
We might want to burn some sage over it as well, too. Get rid of the negative juju.
Now you're talking.
But what would we say to her when she comes over for a visit? You know she's going to look to see if we displayed it.
Or we could tell her it's out being cleaned.
It's made out of birdseed and coffee grounds. Can you clean something like that?
Good point. Or we could tell her a local art gallery is considering it for an upcoming showing. Yeah, I don't believe that one either.
If she comes over and doesn't see it, we're going to break her heart.
Well, then there's really only one solution.
What?
We just never invite your mom over to our house ever again.
Nice try.
I guess we'll just have to display it whenever she comes over.
I think it's a good compromise.
But I want it out of there the second she's gone.
Fair enough.
In the basement. No, the shed. No, the garage. But I think we're gonna need some of that sage you were talking about.
Definitely. Well, this looks familiar.
The site of our first date.
That wasn't a date.
Yes, it was.
But we fought the whole time.
We fought the whole time tonight, and this was supposed to be a date.
Fair enough. Can we call it truce then?
How do we do that?
How about a dance?
So, does this mean we can't tease each other anymore?
I didn't say that.
Good, because seriously, Jim, you are still a terrible dancer. Do you have 2 left feet or something?
Oh, really? And I suppose a brainiac like you could show me a thing or two about dancing?
You know it. But I think you and I are gonna need to have a few more date nights so we can get you some dance lessons.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're desperately in love with me.
Of course you do.
Have you seen this? The new restaurant? Of course I have. Isn't it great? You can't be serious. A new restaurant's good for this town. We haven't had a new restaurant in... How long has it been?
23 years.
Wow. You came up with that number pretty quick.
That's how long I've been on town council.
Oh, now it makes sense. I can't believe I got outvoted again. We don't need another restaurant. We got Polly's.
Polly's is great. Everyone loves Polly's. But we can still love something we've always had and also be willing to open our hearts to something new.
Nova doesn't want us to open our hearts. She wants us to open our wallets.
Well, I'm going to give Nova's a try. Maybe for lunch today. If I can get a table, that is. It looks pretty busy over there. Maybe I better head over there now and put my name in. Just to be sure.
Better not let Polly see you over there. Traitor!
Hey, Polly. Looks like you have some good specials there.
Yeah, well, I gotta do something. Nova's stealing all my business.
I wouldn't worry too much, Polly. There are plenty of hungry folks in town.
Yeah, well, you know how much people like to flock to whatever is new and shiny and exciting.
True, but people also love the stable and familiar. I think there's room for both stability and excitement in this town.
We'll see about that. Hey there, neighbor.
Why, hello there. You must be the incomparable Polly with the best burgers and malts in town.
You heard right.
I'm Nova.
You can't cross. The stoplight just changed.
There aren't any cars.
Better stay on your side, just in case.
Okay. Look, I know we've got competing restaurants and all, but I was really hoping that we could be friends.
Why? So you can steal all my recipes?
Well, why would I do something like that? Look, I'm sure your burgers are great, but I've got my own burger that I'm pretty proud of.
Oh, really? What's on it?
Well, it starts with a patty made from 100% Kobe beef.
Kobe beef? I don't see what's so great about Kobe beef. Ground chuck has always been fine by me.
The patty is placed on a bun, spread with a scratch-made aioli.
It's mayonnaise. Why do all you fancy chefs have to call it aioli?
Alright, fine. The bun is spread with mayonnaise.
That's better.
The patty is topped with pea sprouts, artichoke hearts, heirloom tomatoes, crispy pancetta.
Artichoke hearts, crispy pancetta. Is that even a burger?
And to top it all off, the pièce de resistance. What? A farm-raised, sunny-side egg. What's so funny?
An egg on a burger? You're pulling my leg.
I'm not pulling anything.
An egg belongs on a breakfast plate, not a burger.
See, I disagree. There's nothing quite like a warm, runny egg yolk dripping down the side of a juicy burger to satisfy a hungry appetite.
Yummo, that does sound good.
You can't be serious.
I imagine it's kind of like a warm, buttery sauce for the burger.
Good. She gets it.
See? I get it.
Don't look at me. I got Polly's burger right here.
I don't see why all you new chefs have to go and change everything. The classic burger was fine just the way it was.
Sometimes change is good.
I disagree.
Why don't we have a taste test? These two seem to be connoisseurs of creative cuisine. They could try each of our burgers and let us know what they think.
Got Polly's burger right here.
Hey, I was eating that!
Here's one of mine.
Here goes nothing.
Have fun winning. These two are loyal customers for many years. They'll never choose your burger over mine.
We'll see about that. Try Polly's burger first.
Classic.
Juicy and flavorful.
Yummo.
That's what I thought. Now try her burger, if you can even call it that.
Buttery.
Surprising and satisfying.
Yummo.
And that's what I thought.
So, whose burger's better?
Honestly, I couldn't decide. They're both so great in their own different ways.
I like them both.
Well, that's no help.
burger tastes great, Molly. I can see why the whole town likes it.
Let me try that.
Whoa, I was eating that.
Not bad.
I'm glad you liked it.
I didn't say I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to know what you put on this aioli.
You mean mayonnaise?
Whatever. It's delicious.
Why don't we head back to my kitchen and we can whip up a batch?
Can I finish on the way?
As long as I can finish mine.
I wonder which restaurant has the best french fries.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna stay out of that one. Hey!
I love the thrill of race day. Hot metal and the smell of burning rubber.
The wind in my hair.
This one's mine. I can feel it. So, what are the terms?
We start over here, race around the stoplight, and finish over there. The first to finish wins.
The first to swerve is chicken. Bop, 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 bop.
You're silly, you know.
Yeah, well, your friend looks like a chicken. Bop.
Some things never change.
Are you guys sure this is a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
This could be dangerous, you know.
Danger doesn't scare me.
Danger is my middle name.
Your middle name's Cornelius.
I thought his middle name was Winston.
But we're in the middle of the streets. There could be cars driving by.
Then they'll just have to get out of our way. Yeah, we were here first.
And I thought there were 5 kids the first time.
They'll never be able to catch us anyway. We're way too fast.
I'm faster than you.
No, I'm faster than you.
Oh, we'll see about that.
And cut. Free first take, everyone.
What's going on over here?
Oh, I have one question for you. Shoot, what's my motivation for agreeing to this drag race? Is it the car or the glory?
Neither.
Neither. I don't understand.
Imagine this. You're a young girl with a lot to prove. No one understands the complexities lying just beneath the surface. They're about to bubble up. The only thing that can save you is the fear and excitement of the race. Understand?
I do now. Thanks.
Great. Now let's get back to places. Picture up and action.
So what are you racing for?
Pinks,
Pinks?
pink slips.
The winner gets ownership of the loser's wheels.
Hush, Pam.
I hope you're hungry, because you're about to eat my dust.
Wait. I thought that was my one.
So did I.
I had to make a few changes to the script for continuity. Just roll with it, keep it going, and action!
You'll be coughing up my dust for days.
Save it for the race, guys. And cut. Great job, everyone. Take 5 while I reset the shot.
What's going on over here?
Oh, hey, Trish, I didn't see you there.
You guys making a movie?
Yep, it's for our film class at the high school.
There's something really familiar about your story.
It's a dramatization of a day from when we were kids. I wrote the script. I had to take a few liberties with some of the casting and dialogue, but I think it's coming out good.
Well, I'd love to see it when you're all done.
I'll make sure you get tickets to the world premiere.
Thanks.
Hey, Trish, you were there at the first drag race, weren't you?
Sure was.
Would you like to make a little cameo in our film? I think it would be cool to have you in this next scene since you were actually there that day.
I'd love to. What would I have to do?
Just do what you do best. Just improv some of your famous advice.
You sure that's okay?
If you do, I'll just edit you out of the final cut.
Fair enough.
All right, everyone. Trish is going to join us for this next scene. So just improv along with her and we'll see how it goes. All right? You got it.
Welcome to the set, Trish.
And action.
What's going on
on over here.
What about the drag race?
Is that so?
Any last minute words of wisdom, Trish?
Only this. Have fun.
That's it?
That's it.
How can that be it?
You have plenty of adults telling you things like slow down and be careful. And those are all important things to know. But sometimes, especially as we get older, we forget what it's like to just be a kid. Excited about the thrill of the race and the feel of the wind in our hair. But if you're asking me for my advice, it's simply to have fun.
I think we can do that.
We already are. Sure looks like it to me.
And cut. I can't say that's the direction I was planning on going in with this scene, but I appreciate you being willing to step in, Trish.
Pleasure was all mine. But you guys aren't really going to drag race cars, are you?
No way, that would be way too dangerous. We're gonna add the drag race digitally in editing.
Oh, good. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it.
I'll make sure to get you those tickets, Trish.
Please do.
And action.
The deal has been struck. To your vehicles. Looks like the challengers are ready. Start your engines. Whenever you're ready.
I'm just waiting until the light turns green. In 3, 2, 1.
You two are still out here. Where else would you be?
I could hope you'd be at home for a change.
Not until business is done, Barb. And you should know this by now.
Well, the day is done, fellas. Time to get out of here.
You heard the woman, Melvin?
Sure did, Claire. See you tomorrow, Barb.
See you tomorrow. Stupid stoplight. Take that! Yes! I've done it last! Barb 1, stoplight 0!
She's finally done it.
She stopped the stoplight.
Thought you had me there for a minute, didn't you, stoplight? All those times you blinked red at me or messed with me when I tried to cross the street. Not so funny now, are you? You're right there, Mom. Couldn't be better. Could not be better. How come? Because I finally put a stop to this stupid stoplight. All it took was one little kick. Is that so? Yup. Just swung back like so and let loose. She didn't stand a chance.
You know that's destruction of public property, don't you, Barb?
What's that now? You've got to be kidding me.
Sure is. It's a class 4 misdemeanor set forth by our very own town council. You should know this better than anyone, Barb, seeing as you're on the council and all.
Well, that stoplight had it coming. Looks like it's stoplight 1,
Barb 0.
once again.
I guess it's my job to direct traffic until Trish comes to fix the light.
What traffic? They built a stoplight years ago thinking we'd have all this traffic from the interstate. And it never happened.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll just stand here just in case.
Has the 7:30 bus out of town come through yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
Do you have everything, sweetheart?
My roommate has set up all of our furniture in our dorm already. And we already shipped everything else that I need, except for what's in here. I'm ready for college, Mom.
Wow. I can't believe this day's finally here.
Me either.
It's alright, Sally. Emma's gonna be just fine. She's only going away to college. She can always come home on the weekends.
Oh, you will, won't you? You'll come home on the weekends?
Of course I will, Mom.
Thank goodness.
I'm gonna have dirty laundry after all.
I never thought I'd be happy to wash your smelly old laundry.
It's alright, Stacy. You can crawl.
I will, just give me a minute. She'll cross when she's ready. That's right, I'm almost ready, I promise. Has the 7:30 bus out of town come through yet?
Not yet.
Oh, good.
You leaving town?
Yeah, I am.
What are you leaving for? You running away from small town life?
I'm not running away from this town, I'm running towards something.
I like that. That makes me feel better about leaving.
Me too.
That's about as good a reason to leave as any I've ever heard.
Thanks, Claire.
What's everybody doing out here? And what happened to the stoplight?
Barb happened.
That stoplight was out to get me, I tell you.
That's all right. It should be easy enough to fix.
It's all yours, Trish.
Are you sure you want to fix it? You could always just take it down, you know.
Nice try, Barb.
We don't even need that stupid stoplight. We never have any traffic going through this town.
But we could, Barb. We could. And when we have somebody that's a symbol of hope for greater things to come, I think it's a good idea to hold on to it. Don't you?
I think I'm ready now.
You got yourself a green light, Casey.
Time to go. I did it!
And in your own time.
That'll be the 7:30 bus. Time to go. We love you, Em.
Good luck at school.
Good luck in the big city.
Thanks, Em.
Good luck in the big city.
I already said that, Melvin.
So what, Claire? I can wish her well too.
Thank you both.
Well, the stoplight still stands, Barb.
Sure does.
You know why I like it so much, Barb?
No, I'm sure you're gonna.
I like changing of the colors. Green, yellow. Sometimes we're expecting to change. Like when it lights yellow. Telling us to slow down. Telling us we have to go.
So quickly.
Like the blink of an eye.
These colors watch over our little town. They know where we've been and where we're going. They know our stories. They make sure everyone stays safe, telling us when to go and when to stop. Kind of like now.
Like now?
The day's done, Barb. It's time to go home. Green, yellow, red, go, slow down, stop.
Tonight I drove out to the lake to watch the sun go down. It's the same thing every night in this one stoplight town. Seasons change, but I am standing still. Wondering about this heart that led me here. And I've been pacing in this rut all my life. And tonight I'm restless. Maybe I am a bit just like this place. No sense straining at what you cannot change. Strange thing is life. You wander, you move. Get born and you die right under the very same roof. I've been pacing